leading centralized cryptocurrency exchange, FTX Exchange, was known for its expertise in derivatives and leverage products. It provided various trading products such as derivatives, options, volatility products, and leverage tokens. Additionally, it offered spot markets for over 300 cryptocurrency trading pairs, including BTC, ETH, XRP, and its native token FTT. Sam Bankman-Fried, an MIT alumnus and former trader for Jane Street Capital's International Exchange Traded Funds, founded FTX in 2018. Early in November 2022, the exchange and the businesses it surrounded started to decline rapidly. On November 11, 2022, FTX filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection and Bankman-Fried resigned. Thank you for watching Diversified Streams, your go-to YouTube channel for all things crypto and finance. Be sure to check out our community post about these subjects. We are curious to know your opinions on these matters. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on the latest news and tips related to crypto. And make sure to keep your notifications on so you'll be updated with our latest videos. We frequently post so you wouldn't want to miss them. In this video, we'll discuss 5 different cryptocurrencies that are still growing as a result of recognized fear in the marketplace, whether that is due to FTX or not. We'll tackle it all, so let's start now. Number 5. Making waves despite FTX is Uniswap. Recently, Uniswap overtook Coinbase as the second largest exchange for trading Ethereum. As a result, more and more people are beginning to recognize the advantages of a DEX, though both still have their placement at the moment. You still need both, but Uniswap enables you to withdraw your money from an exchange if you aren't actively trading there if you want to exercise your right to self-custody your coins. Recent upgrades of Uniswap made us include them on this list. They unveiled Permit 2 and Universal Router, 2 new smart contracts combining ERC20s, Ethereum tokens, and NFT swaps into one, increasing the flexibility of token approvals. By enhancing the UI and the UX of the Uniswap platform, Perma 2 enables token approvals to be shared and managed across various applications, resulting in it being more unified, cost-effective, and secure. This results in a better user experience while the Universal Router unifies ERC20 and NFT swapping into a single swap router integrated with Perma 2 users can swap multiple tokens and NFTs into one swap while saving on gas fees. So the experience will also be a little less expensive. As they deliberated, Uniswap concluded that integrating these contracts would be highly advantageous to other applications. Uniswap is dedicated to creating an open swap infrastructure that advances crypto. Number 4 is Litecoin. Michael Saylor states Litecoin is most likely a digital commodity like Bitcoin. The regulators are looming in the post-FTX world. It will be critical to determine what they consider a security versus a commodity. In layman's term, security is a return on investment from a common enterprise or company, such as a share in a company. In contrast, commodities are typically essential goods that can be bought, traded, or exchanged. And in a recent interview, Michael Saylor had this to say about Litecoin. Someone might file an application to get Litecoin designated as a digital commodity. Presumably the SEC would look at it and say who owns it and does anybody control it. If you applied for a digital commodity status with a Solana, the SEC would say, you've got a CEO, you had a pre-mine, you've got an ICO, If you want to be a digital commodity, here's how you do it. You basically disband your company. You contribute all of your tokens and your treasury pro rata to everyone that bought in the free market. You disclaim beneficial ownership of it. You unwind the ICO and then in 3 years you apply again. With Litecoin coming up next year, August 3rd, 2023, as well as the privacy upgrade Mimblewimble implemented earlier this year on the network, and payment giant PayPal, who was already heavily in bed with regulators listing the asset earlier this year, LTC, a coin still to watch. And speaking of privacy, number 3, Cardano. Cardano is launching a new privacy blockchain and token, and Charles Hoskinson, CEO of the firm, says the network will strive to preserve privacy while giving access to regulators and auditors. So, it's private, I guess, unless the regulators need to see. Let's unpack this. IOG, or Input Output Global, is releasing a new privacy-focused blockchain called Midnight, and a token called Dust, to accompany the network. How will this be private? While Midnight, which is underpinned by zero-knowledge proof technology, is one of many sidechains now being developed around Cardano. When permission is granted, the system balances preserving privacy and allowing regulators and auditors a backdoor into the system. Charles confirmed that he was misquoted with the term backdoor. Although it does not have a backdoor, it will have something regulators and auditors can use to double-check while keeping transactions private. In a direct quote from Charles, he says, "Midnight has evolved privacy coin technology where everything was anonymous by default, which is what Zcash and Monero did with snarks and ring signatures. This is a new way of writing and running private smart contracts and computation." Next up is number 2, a coin that has recently received a lot of attention. Binance's founder CZ is assertive that BNB is not a security. He believes that BNB should not be considered as such. It is now a native coin on open source and community-developed blockchains. CZ is very forward-thinking and has packed a lot of utility in the most popular exchange token on Earth. Number 1. Ripple. Speaking of a risky crypto project still expanding globally, Ripple is opting for Ireland as their $1.3 billion SEC fights drag on. As Ripple fights the SEC, it primarily operates outside the US and wants to set up shop in Ireland. Ripple is attempting to obtain a virtual asset provider, VASP, from the Irish Central Bank. This was revealed in an interview by Ripple's attorney, and it would allow Ripple to passport its services through the European Union via an entity based there. On top of that, Ripple's lawyer stated that the company intends to apply for an electronic money license in the European country soon. We have already tackled the 5 coins that would likely take over post-FTX. With this in mind, I wonder if you have any questions for us. Are you a user of one of the 5 coins we mentioned earlier? Can you share some information about your experience in our comment section below? Let us know what you think. Also, check if you have liked this video and are subscribed to our channel. If you're not, now is the time to do it so you'll be a part of our growing community. Following the collapse of the crypto exchange FTX, existing crypto market regulatory initiatives are likely to be accelerated. The bank notes that after the Terra network collapsed in May, there was a perceived need for an increased oversight and consumer protections, and the collapse of the crypto exchange FTX this month is also likely to lead to a greater sense of urgency. Based on that note, regulatory initiatives focusing on custody and protection of customers' digital assets, unbundling of broker, trading, lending, clearing, custody activities, and transparency and reporting of reserves, assets, and liabilities are likely to emerge. JP Morgan states, crypto derivatives trading will most likely shift to regulated venues, and the Chicago Mercantile Exchange will benefit from this. The bank is skeptical of a structural shift away from decentralized exchanges and toward decentralized exchanges, or DEXs. DEXs would not work for larger institutional orders due to slower transaction speeds, or because the institution's trading strategies and order size would be traceable on the blockchain, according to the note. The crypto industry and those who invest in it have learned some harsh lessons about the future of digital currencies over the last year, and the FTX's trouble only emphasized them. First, never use your token as collateral, as FTX, Celsius Network, and Terra all did. If you create a token, you must have cash backing it up for withdrawals. Second, we heard a lot about using capital efficiently in the run-up to these events, meaning that all crypto businesses should have significant reserves to draw on and not rely on borrowing to fund themselves. Crypto has the potential to change the world positively. Still, it will only be able to realize its full potential of providing everyone in the world with secure digital money once crypto companies consistently uphold strong, transparent business practices. Centralized companies like FTX that have tied their fortunes to coins with no proven value will ultimately mislead their customers and disadvantage themselves. As a result, weaker competitors will withdraw from the competition. And that is it for today. We hope you've enjoyed this video as much as we've enjoyed making them. As always, if you did, please show us some love and support by giving this video a big thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. Turn your notifications on and we'll keep you updated about crypto. This has been Diversified Streams. Till the next video.